In today's episode, we will discuss the parameters in the Configuration Basic tab for the ignition sequence and installation sections. You can go to the Configuration Basic window by clicking on the tab or by using the F7 shortcut. This window contains the necessary and most important parameters needed for the correct setting of the gas system in the car. On the Basic page, under Firing Sequence, the currently detected is displayed with a button for automatic detection. If the sequence has not yet been detected or is invalid, the displayed message will be read. At the same time, a warning from the SKY expert system will appear for direct controllers, which watches over the correct course of the configuration. Remember, for four-cylinder engines, the most common firing sequence is 1-3-4-2, although 1-2-4-3 is also present. Other detected sequences may suggest incorrect connection of the gas installation, which is particularly unacceptable for the KME NEVO-SKY direct controller. The exception is direct injection boxer engines, which have the sequence 1-3-2-4. Channels 2 and 4 should be swapped to obtain the correct sequence. In the installation section, you can choose fuel type to define the type of alternative fuel, which engine will be powered, LPG or CNG. Gas injectors. The type of installed gas injectors should be selected. It is important to choose the right type of gas injectors. Incorrect setting may cause damage to the gas injector or serious problems in system operation and calibration. Next to the injector type selection field, there is a magnifying glass button. After pressing it, the photo of the injector will be shown. It allows to verify if there was no mistake while choosing injector type. Remember, it is not recommended to use injectors other than those available on the list. For the direct system, the list of injectors is limited. We recommend the use of Phoenix, Hawk injectors, due to their use during the development research of KME controllers. The combination of these products ensures the greatest stability of operation. Another parameter is number of cylinders. Select the number of cylinders. Working pressure. This is the gas pressure value of the gas system for which the corrections are 0%. Injection system type, option available only for indirect injection controllers. Specify the type of petrol injection system fitted to the car. The available types are sequential, independent triggering of petrol injectors, semi-sequential, triggering of petrol injectors in pairs, full group, simultaneous triggering of petrol injectors, other, non-standard method of triggering, RPM wire connection. Use this parameter to define how the rotation cable was connected. Remember, do not connect the speed cable directly to the petrol injectors, because during the cutoff, the gas system will automatically switch to petrol due to the disappearance of the RPM signal. Possible ways of configuring the RPM cable connection for controllers designed for indirect injection. KME NEVO-SKY Max, Jet, Sun. Cable not connected. It is possible not to connect the RPM wire. Use this solution only when you cannot connect the RPM wire to the correct signal in the car. In this case, the RPM value is inaccurate, determined on the basis of signals from petrol injectors. This solution is not recommended for turbo, Mazda, Hemi start and stop, Valvetronic, Valvematic engines. In order to properly configure the gas controller, select the RPM divider corresponding to the type of injection system. Remember, in case of problems with the system calibration or bad operation, it is recommended to connect the RPM cable. Lack of accurate RPM readings may result in inaccurate or malfunction of certain features based on the values of rotation as correction maps, the injection enrichment, cold vag, etc. RPM signal, RPM cable connected to the ignition coil or hall sensor, i.e. the actual RPM signal. In this case, the RPM value is exact. To properly configure the gas controller, you must select the type of ignition system. The displayed RPM value allows for quick verification of the correctness of the selection made. The value is correct if it matches the tachometer value of the car. For controllers with built-in OBD module and connected to OBD, displays the RPM value read from the OBD of the petrol controller. Remember, sometimes the signal from the coil may disappear on cutoff, e.g. in Valvetronic or Hemi-on Eco engines. Then connect the RPM cable to the camshaft or shaft sensor. Engine running signal, RPM wire connected to any signal giving information that the engine is running. In this case, the RPM value is inaccurate, determined on the basis of signals from petrol injectors. In order to properly configure the gas controller, select the RPM divider corresponding to the type of injection system. Camshaft, RPM cable connected to the camshaft or shaft position sensor. This solution allows for the most accurate reading of the RPM value. In this case, enter the current engine speed read from the tachometer in the field and press the button Set the Divider, which will automatically align the system with the shaft position sensor. It is easier for drivers with built-in OBD module. You can use the Determine from OBD button, which will automatically read the current RPM from the petrol controller and use them for RPM calibration. OBD connection is required. For direct injection, the possibilities are limited due to the need to read the exact value of RPM. There are only options: RPM signal and camshaft. Another option is the RPM filter, which defines the number of RPM samples taken to calculate the current RPM value. Especially for KME NEVO-SKY direct controllers, it is not recommended to use an RPM filter greater than 1. At the bottom you will find the button Load Configuration from File, allowing you to load the file-only configuration settings for which all parameters. From the driver's panel, Basic, Switching, Auto Return, Advanced. In the next episode, we will tell you about the next options in the Configuration Basic tab for engine and sensors. If this episode was helpful for you, please subscribe and enable notifications so that you will be informed about the publication of the next part. Best regards, KME Academy team.